Checking out the ham back there. My ninja. Akashi Ninja. Yes, for those anime fans, that's exactly who she is named after. Oh! Yes, it's a girl. mm. Family rules. Looking up at a thing that one of my roommates have. Family rules. Be considerate. Be respectful. Well, I know I am most of the time. There's sometimes some of those things have to go out the window. Very few. And it's only when people aren't doing those two in the first place that's got to go out the window. Do always try to be considerate, though, of everyone. And on top of it, be respectful. If everybody respected everybody else for everything else that they do and blah, 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 so forth and so on, etc., 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 if you're too stupid to get the message, get the hell out of the kitchen and stop watching my dumb shit, or smarten up by watching some of my other shit. Now do I have your attention? Good. Because respect is the basis of everything. Without respect, we all have nothing. Be grateful for what you have. What you have is different from what everyone else has. Some people want what you have. Well, that's okay if they're willing to do the work for it, or ask for it, or have the gumption to get up and get their own. But if they just want to take it, that is just completely wrong. And thus not doing the first two. Smile often. You know, they say, statistically speaking, them that smile more and laugh more actually live longer lives, because somehow it produces something that lessens the stress, or it just supposedly works somehow. Medically speaking, proves somebody paid a mess of people to figure it out, in other words. So why do we have so many damn programs on the damn TVs nowadays that want to make you just go and cry? Damn. Growing up, there was a laugh a minute. Even from some of our most depressed people out there. Sometimes that's the only way to cope with depression. If you want to try to live. Cherish family and friends. Well, everyone in your family should be your friend. And everybody that's your friend should come close to family. Or they're not really your friend. They're an acquaintance. There's somebody that you wave at in the passing of your life. A temporary worker, so to speak. that might be there for a few years because they're your work associate. But outside of work, you don't see them ever. It's because they're not your friend. A friend is someone that is inside of each and every aspect of your life in one way or another. You not only associate them with either work or a job of some kind, school, through your kids or your neighbors, somebody that is more than just in one activity of yours or has been a part of your life through many stages of their lives. Those are your true friends. And in many cultures, also your family. There are close family, and then there are outer family. They are like your outer family. And for my inner family, at least for me, I would be willing to do nearly anything. And I say nearly anything because there are certain things that you just leave out of that, like making a pact with anything for any part of you at all, or telling untruths or lies, which would be breaking other codes or things like that. There's a multitude of things that people can choose what they really mean by that. Me, it's, well, you get to know me. Get to know me. Watch more. Work hard, have fun. You know, my mom had one rule that I learned. And, I know Granddad didn't have that rule, or at least he never voiced it to me. I may not have had the need to voice it to me. He felt that maybe it was in Vicky's right. Or perhaps it was my grandmother's, and my grandmother said it was her right. But maybe it was just my mom. That I will never know. Bomb, bomb, bomb. But it's still a good thing. What it is leave work at work, leave home at home. To me, that kind of I learned I needed to take it as a little bit different belief in than my mother. What my mom meant by that in her world, and I did follow that for a while and found that it was not for me, is that whatever happened at work, whatever job it was, whatever work it was, if you had multiple jobs, those jobs stayed at that place, period. Now that I can understand in the aspect of secrets and such. But she didn't leave something else there, and that wasn't part of her thing. Maybe I learned something that she didn't know how to do, or maybe that's something that she didn't care if it was. But I also suggest that you leave one other thing there. If you got problems going on at work, leave those problems at work. Unless those are problems that you feel you can discuss with your spouse and loved ones without emotion to gain their advice. Don't bring the anger home. Leave that at work. You got any anger going on, leave that at work. Bring the problem home to help it be solved. And then have fun about it. Use loving words. Too often have we all, and God knows, and history knows, that we have striven to use loving words time and time again, but in times of hurt, people strike out with harsh words that they know that will hurt the other person. This only shows, though, truly how close that bond is between the individuals. Then, there's also nature to also want to strike out with vulgar words as well that can hurt when one is scared of situations. There are many hateful words that are spoken every day, and every generation comes up with some new way to say foul language. We cannot stamp language out. It is a thing that has become extremely complicated over the years. But if we build the foundation of anything out of respect and consideration, any amount of time can pick and get to the right words. And no one will want to pick the hurtful ones, because they will have the respect and consideration. And if it does, it can be forgiven. That's why the next one says forgive and forget.